you get to see the man behind the camera. Here he is. This is that's iRonicLee. And I'm Mahogany Jones, aka Mojo, and we bring to you this week the Mojo Chronicles. This is Mojo Chronicle number Trey, baby. Yeah, we on the road. We on our way to see our dear sister, Miss Marie Stokes. Y'all know her as
Technique.
Yes.
Tech to the NI.
And she is and so it kind of evoked today's chronicle topic of marriage. Little, hints and kind of what you would look for, what you might want to look for in a mate, and things that would enhance your marriage. Practical, good, solid stuff. So we'll see what wisdom this one has. He's married, and yeah. So aside from that, also kind of want to share updates of what's going on in my world. Lots of good stuff going on in the world. So release date for Pure is official, Cyber Monday, December 2nd. Did you know that?
Well, it can't be Cyber Monday. We released it on Tuesday, so that's
all right. We're gonna change.
So that's why we had the Tuesday before that Monday.
But Cyber Monday is good because we're not gonna talk about this in front of y'all. We ain't gonna talk about this in front of y'all. We gonna keep on moving. We gonna talk about that later. It's coming out real soon, very soon. Whatever. He just want to be right. Anyways, y'all. Good stuff popped up this week. I am going to Brazil to do their annual hip hop festival. This is their hip hop festival number 7. Celebrating the 40th birthday of hip hop. So it's gonna be live, and I'm gonna be doing some cultural work in lieu of my ambassadorship. So I'm very excited about that. I'll also be heading out to Sudan with Yes Academy, doing similar work that I did in Iraq. So I'm looking forward to that, and that too will be in November. Shout out to Inside Out, Wayne State Writers Program. I'll be starting my writers residency with them in October as well, and keep the good work going with the union representing. It's not just music; it is a movement, and we've been doing great classes, swagoo, as well as girl program in church. It's been beautiful. So it's a lot going on, a lot of good stuff. So that's my update for the week. It's been a good week. Yeah.
Let's get into the interview.
Alright, you guys. Enjoy. Here we are, y'all. We got iRonicLee in the hot seat. Alright, so we're gonna do this like it's not Charlie Rose style. I forgot who the new anchor is. Like he gets on the news and he just asks people questions and then cuts them off. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think we're gonna start with that. So question number 1. What was it that you were looking for in your wife?
First I wanted to make sure that she was a disciple of Christ, first and foremost. Just because, like I said, having the same faith, that was very important to me. Just because I think that, if you can't see eye to eye in that area, because that's a lot of times, faith dictates your behavior, dictates what you do, how you interact, just everything you do. So, that was number 1.
Okay, what was number 2?
Number 2, just somebody that's just real. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that they ain't got a mask on physically or emotionally and everything else. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody has themselves guarded to some degree, but just somebody that just be honest with me. And I can be honest with them and know that there's no like judgment or anything like that, or I'm not gonna get bashed or you're not gonna get bashed. But just really being able to see you for who you are. So those are like the 2 main things that I look for in my wife. Like I said, the physical thing. I mean, honestly, I really didn't have any preferences coming up. I mean, except for the African American. But other than that,
not that he's racist. That's just his preference.
That's my preference.
Taking one of these.
I mean, my mom was African American, so one of my wives would be African American. But yeah, I mean, she could have been light, dark, skinny, tall, short, whatever. It didn't matter. Well, I guess a height. You know what I'm saying? My wife is I guess she's an average female height, so she wasn't short. No short woman. Because I'm talking like 6'2", so yeah. But that was pretty much it. I mean, we was into similar things too. That's another thing. I'm sorry. The fact that we were going in the same direction in life that played a real big role. That played a very big role. Very big role.
All right. And what is something that men should look for in their wives other than the 4 things that you just mentioned? If somebody's looking for a wife, like, bro, you need to look for this. And you didn't mention it already.
I mean, real talk, you need to look for that baggage.
Baggage claim, check it.
Everybody has baggage in some way, shape, or fashion, and it's going to rear itself, it's going to show itself eventually. So I'm like, you better check the label. You know what I'm saying? You just better check and see, okay.
Make sure you got enough strength to carry that boy.
Exactly,
You got to pulley for it.
Exactly. So definitely check the past. I said some things may not be things that was, she caused or whatever the case may be. It just might somebody else may have caused it. A lot of people dealing with a lot of things like the sexual abuse, domestic violence, and just a lot of things. Abandonment from a parent, a father figure, or their father. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. So being able to know what's going on as you're going in, and being able to understand, like, okay, that's why they act the way they act, that they do certain things going in, opposed to being blindsided, and now you like, what the heck? So know what you're getting into before you get into it.
All right. I'm gonna kind of flip it and definitely now have you in the hot seat.
Okay.
So you have a daughter, Zoe Lee, who I love and cherish, and you also have a son. And so, what kind of husband will you raise your son to be? And what kind of husband do you want Zoe to have?
Yeah, so let me start with
what kind of husband do you want Zoe to have?
I'll start with that one. I'm not gonna front. I would love for Zoe to have a husband like myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say that. Okay. I want her to have a husband, like I said, first and foremost, fears God. You know what I'm saying? That he's a disciple of Christ, he fears God. And because of his fear for God and love for God, he's gonna love her the way that he needs to love her.
Right.
I want someone, that just really truly understands the role of a husband. You know what I'm saying, from a biblical worldview. And
so, what is the role of a husband? Like, tell us. Okay,
well, husbands love your wives like Christ loved the church, who gave themselves for her. You know what I'm saying? So that's like it's like a husband. It's almost like a cultivating process. So the things that you see in your wife or your spouse, you cultivate those things. You nourish those things. You plant, you water. I mean, I'm giving analogies, you know what I'm saying? But whatever that looks like, you know what I'm saying? Like if your wife has a natural talent or these gifts or whatever God has put in her, you know what I'm saying? Cultivate that stuff. Help develop that stuff, because it's going to enhance you all's marriage, your relationship. It's going to enhance your family. You know what I'm saying? When both the husband and wife are operating in their purposes, and when they're doing what they're supposed to do, it helps the kids be able to see what it looks like, and then they grow up and strive to do that, and it's just a beautiful thing. Like I said, I can't get specifics because everybody's called and everybody's purpose or whatever looks different. Okay. But I'm saying like cultivate that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's going to just value her as a human being. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, God created, and I know whatever. But God created man and female, you know what I'm saying? So males view things from a certain lens based on who they are as males. Females view things from a certain things based on who they are as females. So being able to value, knowing that it's different, you know what I'm saying, be able to value that, and take wise counsel from her when needed, you know what I'm saying? Like that Proverbs 31, type ordeal. For somebody that values that and like, look, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I have, and I'm going to cultivate that. I'm going to honor that. I'm going to respect that. I'm going to do all that I can to maintain that and whatnot. So that's the kind of, I guess, the husband I would want for her to have. And the same thing, I guess, that's the kind of husband I would raise my son to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just somebody that...
I know for me, the things that, like, stand out to me when I think of, my dream, whatever, I think protector, somebody who's going to, fight and protect. Provision, that's one thing that I really, he got 3 jobs, literally, y'all, and I just really appreciate to like watch my bro like hold his family down. priest, I think it's very important. You know, it's kind of like, okay, you mentioned the whole relationship in God, but I think it's so important for that piece to be shared, you know what I'm saying, just in that arena.
I mean, and that's what I mean when I'm saying the disciple of Christ. The disciple of Christ don't keep that stuff to themselves, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They disperse it, you know what I'm saying, amongst their home and their community and the whole nine. Yeah. So no, definitely. And like, peace, I mean, that's the thing, the 3 P's, I mean.
Yeah, it's 5, I think. I forgot what the other ones were, but I know those rock. Yeah. I'm with that. I'm with that whole combination. But okay, so we ain't gonna linger on that. And I think that's good that it's a mirror for Ronnie. Any advice that you would want to give? Any other last pieces of wisdom you want to drop?
Yeah, I mean,
from little to big, give us a nice little combo package. Things that make it better.
Like I said, marriage is dope. At the end of the day, marriage is dope. Now, marriage can be uncomfortable at times because it definitely is really challenging. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a mirror almost, and you see ugliness in you based, through your marriage, and it's like, okay, either you're gonna change it or you're gonna keep it the same and just act like you ain't got a booger in your nose. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, why not deal with the booger in your nose so that, you know what I'm saying, you can just move on and be happy and peaceful and whatnot. But, you know what I'm saying, the average person, because of our nature, we just like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We can try to front like we ain't got no booger and trying to point, but your booger bigger than mine, and nah, man, you know what I'm saying? So definitely allow it to do what it does. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It really it matures you, it grows you, it enhances you. What else? I'm sorry, you asked me.
That's it.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm not married yet.
You asked little things.
The little things. What are the little things? Because the little things be a lot of things.
Be honest. Be honest. I'm saying, like, be honest with one another. That's the key. You know what I'm saying?
Good. So open communication.
Yeah, open communication.
That's good. Honest to the point where it hurts, like real stuff. Like, yo, I'm feeling like I saw this chick at work and she was bad, or
And I'm not saying don't share that. I'm just saying you have to be wise in what you share
because it makes them feel secure.
You got to know who you know your spouse. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Women know your husband. Husbands know your women. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I can share something like that with my wife. Everybody can't share something like that with their spouse. So you got to know what you can share. And I'm not saying being deceitful and hide anything. I'm just saying if you know your spouse and you know you can't share certain things, then you might want to not share certain things. And that's in my opinion, that's just wisdom. You know what I'm saying? If you're a person of faith, I mean, a lot of stuff, take that stuff to the Lord, take it to, other brothers or sisters that you fellowship with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to hide it or to keep it in, but you just got to know who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You got to know your spouse. You got to know your spouse. It's
deep, y'all. This is good stuff. And I think I just want to wrap up. We are definitely beyond the 10-minute marker. But I just want to wrap up and just say that, I hope this little chronicle was good. I myself am not a recipient of marriage yet, but as I get ready to travel, getting ready to go to Sudan this November, I guess I should turn the camera around to me, Maybe not. Okay, maybe we'll just keep talking. Okay.
Go ahead. Well, I don't know. I can probably hold it.
So as I get ready to travel and go to Sudan and go to Brazil, marriage isn't the right thing for me right now. So I'm looking forward to it though. And I guess it should happen soon. Whatever, all God's timing. Time is whatever. But yeah, I just hope that this chronicle was helpful, that it was enjoyable, that you enjoyed our little road trip ambiance. And we might have to make this a two-parter. So I might ask some more questions, who knows. Anyways, guys, be sure to tune in. Look out for our Hot Topics Tuesdays, as well as the Pure Report on Wednesday. Check me out, www.mahoganyjones.com. Make sure you holler at What's the Irony Studio for all of your recording and some of your mixing needs if you're in the Detroit area. And we love you. Be blessed.
Peace.
Designed by the Most High, tailor-made to fit, selfless in His presence. How this thing is built, cause when we both get weak on the rock we lean. Now let's go talk about Revelations 3:17.